Welcome back to Let's Play Monster Loves You. Last time we went through the ascension ritual and all that it entails and managed to survive, so that's a thing. And this time, Elderhood, I guess, I'm not really sure what name to call it by. Also, if the volume is slightly different, I'm doing some experimenting with some filters. But, okay, so, what are these new things? It's how well monsters think of humans when the inevitable conflict comes. The score is 20 out of 100. Monsters dislike and fear them, but you can change this. And the other one is, obviously, the reverse of what the humans think of the monsters. So, this is... So I'm going to have to juggle both of these things. 42% respect, so that's a thing. That's the menu. I've already fallen for that once. I can't resist clicking that. Anyway. Okay, I assume Carmen is a human city. Let's go there first. We have no idea what's going on. That's always been a good symbol. Let's click that. You're hiding in a shiny wooden building. Two humans are holding hands in front of another human. Makes a lot of noise about a witness. The other two look around, disappointed at the empty room. I don't think I've got enough bravery for that, because we failed the bravery test during the ritual, so let's go with the requires kindness. Quietly seek out another human to be witness. You sneak into the yard outside where another human is gardening. You make polite, coughing noises until he puts down the hose to come look. Draw him into the building. Follows you towards the room with the other humans. He pauses and looks down at his filthy gardening clothes, then at the nice, clean float. It's not clawing, getting nail. You reach up to pat the human on the back and make reassuring noises. He's hesitant, but then he nods and kicks his boots off. His socked feet make no sound as he approaches the other humans to bear witness. As you leave, he winks at you. That is grand. Ooh, the extra human doffs his hat and stands patiently while the others talk and kiss. Everyone is very happy, and you made it happen. Clearly a marriage. Well, that worked. Let's now do a politic. Oh. I'm intrigued by the sword and the stomp, but I'm afraid that's going to lead to conflict. My judgment calls on these has not turned out well. Let's go with the farm. Arguing with Elder Yamurg, who is much older than you, but a little slow on the uptake. She insists that humans do not farm chickens. Explain that they do in fact farm chickens. You go on about how plump and delicious the chickens become under human protection, how many eggs they produce in the wooden nest boxes. Murg rolls her eyes unimpressed. I have neither of these stats. This is going to end badly. Bring back a chicken. You have no trouble getting onto a farm. You return with a chicken so fat it looks like a feathered balloon. Show off the chicken. Impressed, Murg accepts the chicken and takes a bite. Another elder says maybe the humans do have some redeeming qualities. Okay, that was... Oh, okay, 56 out of 100. That's higher than I thought it was. 99 out of 100. I lost that 1 point somewhere. That's going to bother me. Let's see. No. Tempted by... I have to. That's just so... upside down. What is this place? You're in a dark, dank, woody room that smells of old jaggery. I forget what that is. Dang it, I used to know that word. Mosey on in. Humans sit in a long counter and drink what looks like foamy cider. They seem sad and a little confused. A bar. After a bit you see there's a stool open, so you climb up and plop down onto it. One of the humans starts muttering about his problems. Throwing contest. That's bad. Bad idea. I'm curious to click that. Depending on what type of drunks there are, that could end badly or well, and he doesn't appear to have noticed you yet, or maybe he doesn't care. It sure is dark, though. Let's strike the conversation. My wife just took my jellyfish and my dog ran. Jellyfish? My dog ran away. He goes on and on about what sounds like a pretty awful situation. You keep listening, clamping down on the urge to try and solve his problems before he's done complaining about them. Keep listening. He goes on and on, calling you back. He talks about pig skins and some sort of bowl that he lost. Ah, Super Bowl. Offer to help him find the bowl. He laughs, though it looks like you won't find it. He seems happier after talking to you. The doctor is in. Whoa, 18! He finishes the last drink and gives you a little pointing salute. You monsters is good people. Okay. What do they think? Humans ambivalent. That's better than negative. Ambivalent is just kind of neutral. Not really leaning in either direction. Okay, so let's go with the Jaggery drinks from a jar of cider. He belches and the air goes wavy. That is a face. Watch the ferocious elder as he drinks some more. Jaggery raises one claw. Humans are stupid, lazy, worthless, stupid, and I'll fight any monster who says otherwise. Mention that you... That's a bad idea. They make it easy to lower percentages. That's a thing. Disagree. Humans can be altruistic and generous. Drawing on your own experience with giving and helping other monsters, you select several examples of human kindness. How do you use examples of helping monsters, of a monster helping a monster, as an example of human kindness? That seems like you're apples to oranges. You're comparing two different things there. It's really a question of knowing your subject. Jaggery himself is too tipsy to consider it, but everyone else is quite impressed. Oh, goodness. Ambivalent of humans. I'm afraid I'm going to mess this up somewhere along the way. I'm really intrigued by the curious faces and the climbing. They seem to be harmless. These three, I'm not touching. Curious face. Smoke, glow, crying. A human house is on fire. There's one small human child inside. And is that a human baby inside? Nobody heard that. Where are the humans with their big red engine? You can hear the engine howling, but it probably won't get there before the house collapses. Take action! Okay, the little human skin is burned and its howls are weaker by the second. The heat is so fierce it's already starting to hurt you. I'm gonna go with the kindness one. Give of yourself to shield the baby from harm. You feel like the fire is inside of you now as well as all around you. You spit up as much slime as you can to protect the baby, but it stops breathing. Keep the child safe. You force what little breath you have left into the human's lungs, shielding its body with your own as the flames grow hotter. This is not going to end well. It coughs and spits, then starts to wail. Humans are putting out the fire now, and you stagger to them, holding the baby for them to take. It clasps your claw with one tiny hand. Humans are annoying. In advanced neurosurgery. Behind you, the humans cheer. If only every human felt this way about every monster. What was with the advanced neurosurgery? Is that a stat I should know about? Some humans like monsters. Okay. Advanced. I'm still puzzled by the neurosurgery. Politics. Okay, let's hope that didn't nearly kill us. Worse than it. Sleep. I'm worried about this one, but it's too intriguing. Gobclaws unrolls a big map showing the surrounding region. She points one pincer at a series of red circles. These are places where I've seen humans drop things. I think we should put garbage cans there. Why? Gobclaw says so we can harvest the things they drop, then we can study them and understand them better. I don't remember what my cleverness stat is. You should be allowed to check your stats before making decisions. I shouldn't have to write these things down. I like the plan, but I'm afraid that the cleverness isn't high enough. But I don't remember what the cleverness is, and I really don't. get the things in order and help Gobclaws arrange the cans so they'll be easier to collect later. Yay, organization! You and Gobclaws sneak through the woods to the new designated human evidence collection locations, or decals, and place the extra cans. Yay, acronyms! Almost immediately, humans begin dropping trash into the cans, including many candy wrappers with bits of sweetness still inside. Yay for licking dirty candy wrappers. Gobclaws prepares a report based on the findings, and everyone agrees that she's quite clever, and so are you! That helped. Didn't quite reach the high point that the other one had, but... Do I want to keep going back and forth, or do I want to try to equalize? That's ambivalent. Let's keep up the pattern. Another curious face. You're walking down an alley with the new paintbrush, almost new, fresh from the garbage, when suddenly it's there. A human! Its face is red and angry, and it's coming right at you. Okay, I'm gonna stop, drop, and roll, because that seems like something a fox would do. Just flop over. That just confused him. And you a little. That's the point. It's coming right at you. The human growls in a deep voice. You came to the wrong neighborhood, monster. I'll teach you a lesson, good and proper. Tearing like a bat. As tempting as that is to be completely chaotic. Let's go to the admit fears about a coming human-monster conflict. You try your best to explain the problem, and to your surprise, you're not interrupted by a beating. The human doesn't exactly agree with your take on the situation, but you've clearly given it food for thought. Okay. 72%. Some humans like monsters. Okay, so we're still at least moving in a positive direction. House or sleep? House or sleep? House and sleep. Yes, we shall drag them together and combine them into one super adventure event thing. House. Listreed proposes a new plan to keep an eye on the humans. We'll take over an abandoned house in Carmen, keep someone in there at all times, and take notes on everything they do. Interesting idea. Several other elders seem to like the idea very much. They argue about where to establish their spy house, though. Carmen has many empty buildings. Which shall we use? Okay, the cleverness one is my best bet, because the first one's gonna mess things up, and I don't have... I've got like 9 ferocity, I forget. It's low. The expedition sets out immediately. Hiding in an unused upper floor of the library, they observe humans reading and learning. Make sure that they see humans look smart. In short order, several elders learn to read for the first time. They seem impressed with their unsuspecting human subjects. Oh, got them both to 72. That worked out well. Got a big boost to humans, a small boost to monsters, a small boost to humans, a big boost to monsters. It balances out. The wall climbing one seems to be one of the few remaining good plans here. He watches an elderly human tries to fix his house. He looks up at the leaky roof with a sigh as it starts to rain and goes inside. How bad is the leak? Looks like a trickle of water will get into the attic from the storm. It might do damage to the human's house. He kindly protect the tools from the rain. It might do some damage to the house. He also left his tools out. I know that one's a guaranteed success, but I don't know if protecting the tools from the rain is going to help anything. Fix it sounds very dangerous. Make bigger hole. Bravery. A success. The human hears hammering above. He emerges just as you leap away. The repair is finished. 90. Okay, so we do have 56 then. Humans love monsters. Okay, I may be best to just go for broke and leave that one be. It's like, leave it at 90. Sleep seems like a safe one. That's not. These two concern me, and that one I don't know. You're just concluding a thrilling speech to the other elder. Finally, something goes smoothly. Snork, snark, rark, rark, snort. What is that noise? Old Hamrag fell asleep in the middle of your speech again. His big like snout and four nostrils give the snores a poignant yet thunderous quality. Cough gently. You'd have better success whispering at the moon. Hamrag keeps snoring. Talk louder to be heard over the snoring. Hamrag wakes up. He looks around and says, you know, humans are pretty nasty. They sharpen rocks and cut things with them. Also, they kill each other all the time. Explain that humans don't do that anymore. You remind everyone that Hamrag's information is far out of date. Humans forge knives now, but they only rarely kill each other. The old snouter says, suppose you're right. Okay. But can I just call it broke? Can I just skip the last 4 days and leave everybody happy at 90%? Because I know I'm going to pick something and mess things up. Past experience. You know these things. You've seen me mess up enough things. I hope that music isn't louder than it seems. It just occurred to me the music is fairly loud. At least the microphone is down today. It's not up here. It's down here. Let me lower it slightly. There we go. I don't know if that helped. It certainly does not tell me on the computer of magical things and numbers. Anyway, I'm gonna stop stalling. Okay, that's usually the symbol for honesty, which is one of my better traits in this game, so I'm gonna just go with that. An older human and many children sit in rows in a hot, echoing room. The older human drones on while the children look at everything but him. The windows, the clock, even your hiding spot. What is the other human saying? He's telling them about lifeology. You know about that, but judging from his expression, he doesn't seem to find it very interesting himself. Step in and show him how to teach. You burst into the classroom and everyone stops to stare at you. For a precious moment, nobody does anything. I'm gonna go with the kindness one because this is a dangerous situation. Talk about the attitude behind doctoring. You begin by telling him that one must know one's own heart to work with the hearts of others. The children listen as you go on about compassion and its use in healing. You explain how kindness is the real virtue, the origin of all others, and by the time the class is over, you're hopeful that some of the children will go on to become doctors. Okay. Score! You leave surrounded by thankful humans, 98. Maybe by the time I get to the last 2 days, I'll have it high enough that I can't do any permanent damage to the rating. Also, while I'm here, I need to check that. Oh, cleverness is 96? I should have gone with that one. Okay. I thought it was only these two that were high, and these were middle, and this one's 9. No, 11. Okay, so good food for thought. I really want to click the sword in the stump. I guess that's going to be my last one, because I got to pick one here, one there, and one back here, so let's go with the oil slick. Elder Prudence is tiring of the debate about living alongside humans. Listen to the argument. Prudence says they can't even eat a squirrel without killing it first. Their bodies are only slimy around their assorted holes. Why bother to talk to them? We're best off keeping our distance forever, she slumps down, disgusted. Let's see. Humans kill their food to spare them pain. Success. One elder agrees with you. It makes sense. A series of grunts and snarls follows, and the crowd agrees that this explanation speaks well of the kindness of humans. Also, from a predatory stance, making sure your prey is either dead or severely weakened before consuming it greatly reduces the risk of damage to your own body. It's one of the theories on why cats tire out their prey before consuming them, is that, you know, a mouse can do a lot of damage from within you if you were to swallow it before it's unconscious or dead. Don't test that theory, mind you. I'm not suggesting, but anyway, moving forward. Not suggesting people swallow mice. That would just be horrible. Mice are adorable, fuzzy things. Anyway, I'm worried that one means death. This seems to be our safest choice. You've come across the street from a coffee shop. The human coffee they're drinking smells weak, even by human standards. How strong should it be, sir? In Omen Town, the monsters boil a terrible black brew so potent it must be stirred with stones and bones. Every monster knows what real coffee is. That Your caffeine intake suddenly explains a lot about your culture. You're across the street from a coffee. Wait, didn't I just read this? Okay. So, what do you want to do to help them out? Gently offer advice using a telephone to call over. I'm gonna go with that one. You slink to one of the glass and metal boxes where phones are kept and tell the operator to connect you. Soon you're watching a human answer you on a telephone inside the shop. Keep going. You say you're from the head office, a phrase you've heard here in Carmen. So businessy. You tell the coffee human that the brew is good, but it needs to be thicker and stronger. She follows your directions, though she seems doubtful. The human samples a cup, pauses, swirls the mixture around in her mouth, and raises her eyebrows. Aha! Success! 2 more sips, and she's smiling. As she rings off, she looks out the window and meets your gaze. She laughs as you scamper away. Must click the button. Still love monsters. Okay, well, it's nice that they at least got a different verbiage there, and the stump is our only other option. Fine doctor looks up from her current patient. She's working a human knife free from a younger monster's ribs. Humans are dangerous. Watch and listen. She says humans, no claws, so they made their own. Awful thing, knife wound. Takes twice as much milkweed to patch as a jaguar attack. Best steer clear, I say. Explain how they're not all about fighting. Success. The scary knife you explain is used to spread jam on bread. Real knives are much worse. The spine doctor nods, a little shocked. And that's 0 days left, which I'm assuming there's not a life stage after this, so I'm going to go ahead and click forward, and since they're both maxed, I should go ahead and click this just to do that. Okay, it says they love them, so as you walk through Portland Square, you think on your past. You've lived a good life, but the one thing you were never able to gain was phenomenal respect among your peers. But what good is respect, anyway? I mean, as an end unto itself, respect can be useful, but you don't want respect just for the sake of respect. Who cares? Though monsters have always feared and loathed humans in the past, your work towards improving relations have paid off. Humans have come to respect and like them. Well done. Meanwhile, humans who once hated all monster kind have come to understand that monsters aren't terrible evil things. Rumor has it the humans think pretty well of you, okay? Shattering your reverie, a terrible commotion erupts. Elder and younger monsters alike are milling about in a great mob. What is it? Blots drops from a nearby roof. Humans are coming this way. What? Mystery says, that's wonderful, we can talk to them. It's true, relations have been warming up. Both monsters and humans meet deep in the whale nest. There's considerable shuffling of feet and paws. Everyone wants to talk, but nobody wants to make the first move. If only someone were to speak up. Yes, if only. A few of the elders are looking at you, strangely enough. Welcome the humans. Everyone breathes a sigh of relief as you put your best claw forward. It's the first step of a long journey, a journey in which monster and human will cooperate in all things. What happened next? The end. Huh. Okay. Well, the achievement said peace and combined prosperity, so I'm assuming that. And so, monsters and humans worked, lived, and played together for many happy generations to come. Hooray for the future. Not a bad score. Still want to know where that 1% went? But yes, that's Monster Loves You, and as you can see, there are many other endings, which I won't be playing through them all. If you want to see the other endings, it is a wonderful game you can find on Steam. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it certainly was interesting to have to talk a lot for once, or talk a lot in reference to the game and not just my general rambling. I'm going to go ahead and click the credits button because, you know, they deserve credit. Andy Moore, I'm just going to go ahead and read it, I guess. Andy Moore, programming. Ichiro Lambe, game design. Dan Brainerd, game narrative. And if I'm butchering anyone's names, whoops. Alicia Fontaine, marketing assistants. Mariah O'Brien, additional narrative. Rohit Shenoy, business. Jonathan Elliott, art. Stephen Gray, additional programming. And Lindsay Jorgensen, special thanks. Digimon Games and Radial Games, version 1.0. There is an eyeball in the field. And as always, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if not, I'd wonder why you're still here, and if so, yay! But anyway, thank you for watching if you did, either way, whether you liked it or not. And I hope to see you on the next game.